Hey everyone, Screaming Geek Media here. I am Jerry the Geek. Today's review, we're going to talk about Duel on 4K. But before we get into that, if you like physical media, if you like the 4Ks, if you like Blu-rays, DVDs, home theater, movies, check out my other videos on my channel because I do these reviews. I do the discussions, collection updates, custom covers, unboxings. Check that stuff out, see what you like. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn your bell notifications on. So, to jump in today, we're going to talk about Duel on 4K. This is Steven Spielberg, one of his early movies. Basically, it's his first feature film that we know about from 1971. Upon looking up Spielberg on a database, he did do a full-length movie back in 1964 called Firelight. It had a showing, but as far as now, it's not available. I'm not sure if it even exists anymore. So this here is always considered his first feature film, because that Firelight was, apparently it got remade, because that was basically, it evolved into Close Encounters of the Third Kind, because Firelight did have to do with aliens coming to Earth and whatnot. But Duel here stars Dennis Weaver. He plays a traveling salesman. He's out on the road, and it comes across this truck, and he goes to pass, and all of a sudden the truck passes him, kind of like a little cat and mouse game. And all of a sudden he starts, basically the trucker starts terrorizing him, and it becomes turns into a suspense thriller throughout the whole movie. This is a movie I grew up on. I've always loved having this. Had the VHS, DVD. Never got the Blu-ray, so when it came to 4K, I definitely had to jump on it. It's a movie you wouldn't think would work. Kind of reminds you of a Castaway of Tom Hanks, where, most of the movie is just him on an island. How can one person make a movie? And that's what happens here, is basically you got one person you deal with, and kind of narrates himself through some of it. But it's a great classic film from Spielberg. Now the 4K here comes from Universal. It just came out last year. Actually, it came out, it was delayed a couple months. It was supposed to come out in like around September time frame, I think. And it didn't come out until November. Of course, this here is a Steelbook. And if you want the standard edition, that's what this is. You can get the Steelbook is exclusive to Grove. Now, the movie was originally filmed with 35mm HDR10 and Dolby Vision. From the get-go, it's got an incredible presentation here. They did a phenomenal job with the restoration here. Details, textures really pop. The grittiness of the truck itself, it's got the oil, the grease, and grime all over it. It just has that real weathered look to it. It looks freaking crazy. Some of the close-up shots, the license plates that are attached to the top of the little bumper across the front. The details there, you see everything. Colors are well saturated throughout, but not overdone. Everything looks really natural. The landscape of the film looks incredible. All the faraway shots, you see the mountains and the sky. This looks gorgeous throughout. Now, as far as a Blu-ray comparison, I've never owned this on Blu-ray, so I'm comparing with the Blu-ray that's included here. And although the Blu-ray looks incredible in itself, if you don't have any comparisons, it looked really good. Had some great details. The colors are there. But the 4K just bumps it up another notch with that HDR and Dolby Vision. And, it just gives that the colors a little bit more punch, but without being overdone. So here, check out some screenshots comparing the Blu-ray and the 4K. Then we'll come back and talk about the audio, packaging, and the bonus features. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Now for the audio here, they gave us Dolby Atmos track. And I was really surprised because I've talked about this in many of my videos. Some of your older films, when they get remixed and modern technology, sometimes they don't sound right. But this one is very well done. They give it a nice channel separation, especially the opening sequence when he's basically in a car, drives out of his driveway, going around and getting out on the highway. There's some, nice surround moments, some ambience. And then when it, gets out on the highway, when a passing truck passes him, you get the sense of being in the car with them. You hear everything rumbling around you. So very impressive audio track here. I really have nothing bad to say about. The dialogue is there, nice and clear when it's, not a lot of dialogue in the movie, but it's very well done. Now for the packaging, again, I said I've, got the Steelbook here. It is a gorgeous, like I said, it's a Grub exclusive. You pop it open. I'll take the digital code out, which I'll give to you. And pop the disc out here. Yeah, it's a nice artwork on the inside. I'll give you the digital code here to share with you while I'm putting these back in. Whoever wants to get first one, jump at it. Because that's why if you've never seen it, want to give it a chance. Oh, and of course I forgot, the J card that came with it with all the info on it. Now for the bonus features here, includes the original TV movie version of Duel and the TV format aspect ratio of 1:33:1 and high def. But in that, because it's in the TV ratio, there's a big difference. They they reframed it. So like here, take a quick look of I took one shot from it. Here's the actual regular movie presentation, the widescreen of the stereo inside the car, and go to the TV version, just see it's just reframed. Other bonus features, we have a conversation with director Steven Spielberg, and we have a Steven Spielberg and a small screen, and we got Richard Matheson writing of Duel, and we have a photograph and poster gallery. Some pretty some couple of cool things here. I'm not sure if there's anything new or not, or if it's all the same stuff poured over from the Blu-rays. I'm not sure. If you know, please comment below. Now, one of the downsides of the bonus here is I wish they, being an old classic movie from Spielberg, I think they could have done more. I would have liked to have seen some more behind-the-scenes stuff. Maybe, I'm not big on commentaries, but this would have been nice to have a new commentary, where they go back and talk about it. So I think they kind of dropped the ball there. I mean, as good as this is, I think there could have been more to it, especially as nice as the Steelbook is. That'd be my only complaint about the bonus features here is, they could have done a little bit more. So to wrap it up, another phenomenal outing for Universal. This would definitely be up in some of the best I've seen. Take a movie that's that old. They did a great job restoring it. It looks so pristine. It still has that film grain to it, but not it's not overly done. It's a great movie overall. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend getting it. Again, this is the Steelbook from Grub, which is running about $25 at the moment. I bought mine on pre-order. Got a deal I got for $18 back then. You can get the standard version here for about $20. You can get it on Grub or Amazon. It's the same price. But if you're a fan of something like this, if you're a fan of Spielberg, I recommend getting this. This is incredible. This is his early work, and they did a great job with this 4K restoration. So that pretty much does it for my look at the 4K of Duel. Please check out my other videos on my channel. Like, subscribe, and turn your bell notifications on. And we'll see you again. Geek out.